Okay, first interview of the new season. So Darren, we've had a few changes over the close season. We've gone to an under-23 side from last year's under-21s, and we've got two new under-18 sides. What's the thinking behind that?
Yeah, good evening, Gal. Nice to see you again, mate. It feels like football's been away for such a long time, doesn't it? Close season, what a myth. Yeah, absolutely. Two under-18s and 23s to bridge the gap between our growing youth department section and the senior first team. You know, I think we've always been a club that's stated that we like to progress players and give them a pathway from within. And we felt that the 18s, with the constitution change with the league from 21s to 23s, we felt it left us a bit of a void at the younger age group. So the two 18s hopefully will fill that, one in the Bostik League and one in the Combined Counties. So yeah, we're excited about it.
Yeah, when you look at the Bostik side, obviously the constitution for that's now come out. There's some fair travelling there for an under-18 side. There's also some big sides in there. You look at Maidstone, you've got a couple of Bostik sides, proper Bostik sides, and the Southern Counties East sides in there. So yeah. Tough old league for them.
Yeah, definitely. Really fortunate to have Jamie de Cruz and his consortium of helpers and coaches and stuff. Very experienced coach. Did Sutton's youth team last year, Sutton United's youth team. So he's come on to run the Bostik 18s for us. So we're really pleased to have him. I think in mind of the potential travelling as well. I think Jamie's organised something with the school that he does some work at to potentially get use of their minibus for away games and stuff, to hopefully negate some of the issues that we might have encountered with getting young players to some of those venues.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the league, as I say, you've got Maidstone in there, you've got Corinthian, which I think's way in the middle of nowhere. You've got East Grinstead, but it's not a short journey. So, yeah, that sounds like a good plan by Jay.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got obviously Mark Hargreaves running the other under-18 side, which is in the Combined Counties League, whenever the constitution for that is released.
Yeah.
And Tyler will be sticking with the under-23s this year from the under-21s last year.
Yeah.
You say that we've always been a club that wants to progress the young players. Have we had any start training with the first team or with the senior squads this year?
Yeah, I think that's something that again we discussed at the tail end of last year. There was 2 or 3 players that was in our radar from within the club to bring up into the senior setup, and Mason, Alfie, Daney, and Billy have all been training regularly with the senior setup during the summer. Young Sam Johnson, who's not a colt that's come through the club, but he's someone who's been known to us for a couple of years, and he's obviously now only 18. And there's a couple of new 18s that we've progressed into the squad for pre-season as well. So yeah, we're trying to not only preach the fact that we are having this pathway, but actually looking to actively support that by our actions.
Okay, that's fair enough, and that's always good to hear. Pre-season, we've got, I think it's 7 friendlies, varying degrees of opposition. But I think there should be some decent tests out there. Should give you a good chance to see what the lads can do, and set you up nicely for the season.
Yeah, definitely. All credit to yourself and the guys behind the scene that have organised the pre-season schedule. It's never easy, and when everyone's vying for games and stuff. So thank you for that. And so it's, as you say, a good cross section of games. Varying degrees of opposition. Some that we don't know a huge amount about, and some that will definitely give us a good test. I think as the opening one on Tuesday night, when we host Chipstead, is likely to be tough. We're looking at the squad that they've assembled in the close season, so we're going out to test ourselves.
Which is what it's all about, really. Tomorrow or today, if I process this tomorrow afternoon, the FA Cup and FA Vars draws will have been done.
Yeah.
What are you hoping for in those?
The Vars is easy. With the best will in the world, I expect to not see our name in the draw. Having finished 3rd in the league, we were told, I think last year or the year before, that teams that had finished in the top 4 had got a buy into later rounds. That was after the goalpost had moved on us the year before, when we'd had a good cup run, and previously that was the criteria to get a late. So as long as they haven't changed it back, then I expect to not see us in the Vars. The FA Cup is interesting. I guess everyone's going to say the same. I don't want to see a CCL team. I'd like to see a team perhaps that we haven't met. I don't mind if it's a travel or if we've got it at home, to be fair. I think just as long as we avoid the CCL, and that would be my main wish list, really.
Excellent. So you've nailed us on for an away CCL tie.
Bound to happen.
Good man.
What is the space?
And I believe first year we're going to be entering the FA Youth Cup as well.
Yes, yeah. The Bostik 18s we've submitted the application for that, so that's exciting because that's the first time we've gone down that route. And again, we're assembling a side that's starting to look quite exciting, I think, for the 18s as well. So for a new venture, it's finally taking shape. I think Jamie's quite pleased. Still maybe 1 or 2 finalising additions, but generally we're there or thereabouts.
Okay. Off the field, what else are we looking at this year? I mean, I know that the league have said that we don't have to produce matchday programmes, which as a programme editor is not the world's worst news.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you'll have other thoughts on that.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I guess off the pitch as well. I should mention that Adam Devons rejoined myself and Donny in the closed season, which we're really pleased to have him back on board around the first team squad. So as an assistant to the first team management structure, but additionally, great goalkeeper coach. So that's great. Pitsy and Frenchie have been working tirelessly behind the scenes, and Pitsy's going to be taking over a sort of player coaching kind of role.
Yeah.
He might want to be manager, but it's definitely a player coaching kind of role. So we've had quite a number of changes around the first team setup in general. But the programmes is an interesting one because I think it's a shame that the league or the FA have taken that decision. We, I believe, will still produce a limited hard copy matchday programme for those diehards that like to pick up their programme at the gate, of which we know there's a lot.
I class myself as one of those. If I go to a game, I have to get a programme. So
the printed thing is
still a bit
important.
of a dinosaur, but hey.
Yeah, no. Do you know, it's absolutely the way forward. But I guess gives us a chance to maybe a bit more creative in terms of what we do to support that with an electronic version as well. So maybe we can stretch the boundaries of the things that we were able to do with a hard copy with the electric version to run alongside it.
Okay, that sounds good. I say with some regret.
Yeah.
And lost it a bit there. Season tickets. What's happening with them? We've had a couple of inquiries already.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can tell us?
Yeah, the season tickets again will produce fantastic value, represent fantastic value for this season. I guess the thing for us this year is that there will be the added benefit of your season ticket purchase that will enable people to come in and watch the 2-18s, under 18 sides that we're playing at Sutton United, the under 23s that will be playing at Banstead Athletic. That will allow admission to all of those, as well as obviously the first team fixtures. I guess for me, we would really hope that this year that we see a bit more of a push from Sutton in terms of their 2,000 or so season ticket holders to come and support us when they haven't got games or when they're away, because we are still we're still in their ground, and we're supporting their club in terms of money over the bar and things like that. So but from an atmosphere point of view, bums on seats is massive for us, and hopefully this year we'll have a good push and a good purge on the season tickets.
Marvellous. Well, thank you very much, and good luck on your first friendly on Tuesday.
Thanks, Gary. Good to see you, mate.
You too.